Hi guys, hope everybody is doing really well. Today I've got a few items which I've come across recently on my travels, and I'll explain what I bought and why. So a few interesting bits and bobs. So the first thing, and some of you watched the last video may know, is that I went to an sort of an antique fair in Worcestershire, and I met a chap who had a Leach spanner, and I bought it. I gave him £100 for it, which was a good price, and I bought it instantly off him and without seeing it. And it came in the post. He said it's in good condition, and he was not lying at all. It's a beautiful Leach with the patent number. The jaws are very sharp and there's no cracks or anything on it, so it's an absolute beauty. This side there's a tiny little bit of pitting just there, but unfortunately it's on the actual branding, but this side is beautiful. I do have this design already, and it's one of my favorite wrenches, but mine has a crack just here on the left, and the bottom of the jaw has been snapped sort of off, if you can see. So it's sort of ended the jaw. So this one is in superior condition. So that one will go in the swaps pile, but it's a bloody good spanner, that one. But yeah, so I got that one off my buddy John, and this one I got off another chap called John. So two Johns, two Leaches. Super happy with that. Lovely, lovely spanners. So really, really pleased. So that was a really lovely buy. Paid quite a lot for it, but it's a lovely thing. So I was really happy. There is two designs of the Leach. There's this design here, which has a gap between, and then this design has an offset, which is quite stylish, the way it's sort of offset, really pinched to make it slimmer. But I have three of those, and I don't know of another Leach spanner in the world apart from these three. I've never seen a Google image of one, and I know lots of collectors who don't have one, so I know that they're not that common, but super happy to find another example of that early British design. Right, on talking about early British design, I got this off my buddy Leslie from the US. This is the H&L HL. You've got a screw here, quick adjust, and then you can lock it in position. This is an early British spanner. It says patent applied for on the back. I can show it you in the book. It's the Worrell H&Lee Company from 1933, and it's got the patent number, so I can get the pen and I can tick that one off the tick list, so that's good. So a H&L, really nice early British adjustable spanner. So July 1933, so it's 90 years old. Not that old as for an early spanner, but a nice example. And I don't have one, and I don't know of another one. Oh, I know of one other one, so two only. Now, my buddy Leslie enrolled me last year into the Missouri Valley Wrench Club, and they're a club out which has two meets twice a year, and they have lots of great information. They have shows and meets and all different displays, people displaying. There's Don's display of wrenches, so absolutely fantastic collection, and they send out these leaflets to members, and also when you can have a wrenching auction you can visit as well, and also you can get a model. Each year they make 100, one of 47. This one is modelled on a perfect handle HD Smith fixed wrench or fixed spanner. This one's a 3/4 inch. I've got multiple sizes of it, and it has a wooden handle. And then so this one, I have two other examples. This one is a British patent, the cam spanner, and this one is a American design. The cam spanner is Walker's patent 1893, and if I should have got it out, but I'm sure I've got, there we go. Here is the original cam spanner from 1893, so you can see it's slightly smaller than the original, but it's a working design just like the original. So they make these models. I've got three of them. I think they've got about 15 or 12 designs for the last 12 years, so that's really good. Now, I got a job lot on eBay, which was all these items combined as one, and it was a buy it now of £35, which I thought was a great deal. And we've got a pair of steel measuring calipers in metric. We've got a depth gauge, which is more Chesterfield, England. Depth gauge, obviously you can put it on and measure your depth. We've got a lovely little brass and steel square, really nice, and you just tighten the screw. I've loosened it up, you can tighten it to lock it down. We've got a nice little number 1462 meter J Raybone and Son rope gauge, little measure. And then we've got another one here which has seen better days, very, very worn out. And then we've got another one here, a brass one, which was quite nice. But the reason I bought the lot was for this lot here. I've not got one of these, and it's lovely. So you can lock it in position, solid, and obviously you can measure certain, you know. But it's made out of brass, Walker, Benton, and it's beautifully made. You can see the knurling on the screw, and I just like that. That's what attracted me to buying this lot. So I thought it was a good buy, really, considering all. It's a good buy. So all those items, so there's 7 items, there's about £5 each, but that one is beautiful, really like that one. I bought this G Bowley. Watchmakers, I think you push it through to make it smaller. It's got all the different sizes. Now G Bowley make fine Swiss engineered watchmakers tools. They make a lot of vices. I've got this one here, which is a G Bowley. Very, very smooth, super high quality. You don't get much nicer quality than a Bowley. So that's the reason why I bought that. It was the same manufacturer as this. I got a nice level. This one is Glasgow Matheson's in Glasgow, and Matheson's made all sorts of early tools. In fact, I think I have a Matheson's 1860s wrench. You can see here Matheson's Glasgow. So they made very early wrenches. They made a lot of levels, more common the levels than the wrenches themselves. So I picked that up. I thought I already had it, but I thought the price was quite cheap because the condition's not great. But when I look at it, it's slightly different design. This one is a smaller design, and the one I have is a Alexander Marshall something and Glasgow, but this one is a Matheson's Glasgow, but very, very similar, but not the same. This one's got a bit of brass here, this one's more plain. So yeah, I picked that one up on eBay. And the last but not least is probably my favorite brassy item anyway, is this beautiful plumb bob with this absolutely stunning reel. And I've never seen a reel with this much patina. It's like got a copper center with a brass outer, and it's really well used. It's got a lot, even this original old early string, and this beautiful plumb bob with a lovely shape to it. And this was a £25 starting bid, and I think that's what it went for, maybe some postage on top. And obviously plumb bobs come in different sizes, but this one really attracted me. I thought it was an absolute beauty. I recently bought a reel from the same place I got that spanner from for £8 or £6 or something, and I have a smaller reel, but nowhere near as nice. Obviously you can get huge plumb bobs. This is a ship's right plumb bob. This weighs about £5, and this is solid brass, really, really heavy. And this is obviously for down the side of a ship, and they could work out if something was plumb. But really heavy duty thing. This is really heavy. I'm struggling to lift it. So yeah, lots of items today. Really happy with the 2 early spanners. I'm not sure why that's there. Two early spanners. Really happy with the handmade one of 100. I highly recommend you join the Missouri Valley Wrench Club. and it's you know, Dan Geyer is one of the main people who does it. So I highly recommend that. Check out the which is your favorite in the comments. All right, thanks for watching if you got this far. All right, take care. Bye.